Hello everybody. We are going to take the Camaro here on a drive with the new Holley Sniper EFI. I know I need to change the throttle linkage right there. It's all bound up on each other and it's kind of hard to drive, but not a big deal. It's something I can do later on. I already have the extra throttle cable, so it's easy enough to swap, but I'm going to go ahead and get the camera all set up inside the car, and we'll start her up and back her on out and get this thing started. Alright, getting ready to start this thing. I just wanted to show you a quick setting that I usually change whenever I do a new setup for these Holleys. It's over here in tuning. It's in advanced, I believe. Advanced, is it learn? No, where's it at? Advanced idle. And then the idle air control speed. It's normally on Sniper TBI. I like to change it down to, you can't really see that, hold on. There we go. So I'll go over it again, but if you go to tuning, over here to advanced, then to advanced idle, idle air control speed, and then it's usually on Sniper TBI. I like it on fast, so it can change the idle air control a little bit quicker. And then idle speed set to 800 right now for RPM. That's just kind of what I wanted right now. You can set it to whatever you want yours at, but 800 works good for me. So, and then the setting I like to use, the monitor. Go to monitor, multi-gauge, and then vitals. Now you can go and set up completely custom dashes right here with anything you want on there, but this vitals one covers pretty much everything, as your coolant temp, RPM, idle air control position, your battery, AFR, everything. So yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna try to crank this thing over real quick and we'll see what happens. Easy as that. Idling pretty high at first, but coming right down where it should be. It always starts up a little high while it's warming up. I mean, as you can see, it's 75 degrees, so it literally just started. AFR is reading good, right where it should be, a little bit rich on startup. That's right. All that's right. Fuel, everything. I'm gonna turn my fan on. Now you can actually wire your fan on these Holley Snipers, so the Holley turns it on for you, but I just have mine on a toggle switch over here. Works good for me. Alright, well, I'm going to get the camera set up right there and we'll hit the road real quick, see how this thing runs. Alright, backing her out. Let's see how she does. So good. This is the second little ride we've taken this thing on. The first one, it really needed broken in a lot, so you didn't really miss too much. I need to get my speedometer out so I'm not speeding. The cops around here are really good at their job. Starting to warm up a little bit. It's at 130. This thing gets hot really quick, so that's never an issue. Yep, AFR is at 12.5 right now, so it's good. So it doesn't actually start learning the fuel tables until you're, I can't remember what the temperature is, but at a certain temperature, once your car reaches that amount and the Holley decides it's warm, it'll start learning the fuel table. So right now it's kind of just running its base fuel table on what it knows already about the car. Might be 160, but I'm about to find out. 159 right now. Alright, yeah. And now it's starting to learn is what it's showing, so now it's just consuming whatever data it can and adjusting the fuel tables as it should. Had a little bit of a shake in RPM right there. I don't know what that was about. Nothing that's worrying me. Right down to idle like it should. Sounds like one of those turbos is hissing a little bit more than usual, but they're just cheap turbos, so could very well be going, but there's no blow by or any smoke, so it's not burning oil at least. Building boost, I can hear the wastegates and the blow-off valve. I doubt you guys can hear it, but it's working. Alright, I'm at my turnaround point right now. Maybe just a couple miles at most. And let's see, it's at 170. Idle's right where it should be, just right around 800. Idle air control is a little too high right now. That's something I can just adjust later on. But overall, it's running pretty good. No issues. Not trying to stall out or anything like that so far. Still learning though. It doesn't have that put me back in my seat like it used to. Alright, coming to a stop, seeing if it idles right where it should. Yep, a little bit low at first, but it came right back up. Good in third. We're only going 55. Not that fast. There goes the cop. Glad we weren't getting on it right there. Yeah, it feels like I'm almost losing spark. It's kind of weird. Not fuel, so I don't think it's anything with a Holley. I do have that cheap distributor on, but as you guys have probably seen, I have that Holley Hyperspark that I'm going to put on here soon, and hopefully that helps a lot, and I can control a lot of different things once those two systems are working together. Well, that's a future episode. Pretty good. It nails the full throttle AFR, whatever you set it to, that's what it goes to. And yeah, pretty damn accurate. Now I know with my last tune, I had driven a lot on that last tune, and pop up as much as it is right now. I think it just had the fuel map figured out so much better than what it does right now, and the idle wouldn't surge or anything like it is now. I think it's just something that, I mean, Holley even says it in their book that you just have to drive it, it gets better, so. Alright, just pulled in. I mean, the idle's pretty well adjusted now. It's sticking right where it should be. The idle air control is a little high, but not bad. Everything else looks perfect. Coolant temp's good, matching up with all my other sensors. Yeah, can't really complain too much. Gonna shut around. Easy as that. So, I was looking at the spark plug wires. None of them look burnt up. They all have the sleeves on them still, and it all looks intact. So there's nothing jumping out at me that is wrong with that stuff. So it could just be this junk HEI. Honestly, they're like $100, so it's definitely not the best. I don't think it's fuel because AFRs were never weird. So I'm pretty confident it has to be a spark plug wire. Or something's not right with the ignition system. But something I can fix. No worries. But yeah, that's all I'm doing for tonight. Just wanted to go for a quick little drive, show you guys that it's working great. It's learning. Once again, Holley Sniper EFI. Recommend it a lot. If you guys are looking for an EFI system, Holley is the way to go. Alright, next episode, I'm not sure what we'll do, but maybe we'll start taking apart this ignition stuff and get that Hyperspark running on here. But we'll see. Alright guys, thanks for watching.